can be a very successful dentist, a very busy one, turning over millions of pounds in revenue, but still feel financially uncertain. You still feel you're slightly behind. Sometimes you feel you should be further ahead, a lot further ahead where you currently are. This feeling is more common than most people admit. And today, I want to talk about this particular topic in depth, not from a motivational point of view and not even from working harder point of view. I want you to think like what should be your identity. Would you like to be known as a multi-million pound turnover practice or a very successful one, a calm one, a feeling sure one? There's a quiet pressure that comes with owning a dental practice. You're no longer just a clinician. Now you're also responsible for your staff, their salaries, their expectations, HR problems, customers, their expectation, customer service, lab bills, associate costs, their pay structures, rental agreements, loan agreements, tax bills. There's a lot more to it now. And on the top of it, you're also comparing yourself against others. But this mate, he has opened another surgery. She has added 6 chairs to the practice. Your other mate is turning over £2 million surgery. So before you know it, you have started comparing yourself against a revenue. The only consideration of success now is revenue. And that's where I want to talk about, and that's why I want to bring more clarity to you. That to me, your revenue is just a number. It isn't your identity. And revenue doesn't tell the whole story. I've spoken to many dentists, and I know many dentists. As you can tell, I'm a dental accountant. So I've spoken to people who are turning over about 800K, and they feel very happy about it. And I also know dentists who own practices and turning over 1.5 million to 2 million turnover, and they feel extremely stressed. So the difference is not the revenue, it's the clarity. You know, when revenue grows, so does the other costs. Like your lab bills will grow, your staffing costs are growing, your complexity is growing, and that is bringing a lot of stress with it. So now you need to manage things differently. But the difficult part in this whole process is when revenue grows, income doesn't grow in the same proportions. But what grows unproportionately is the expectations. Now your expectation has grown significantly because you think when revenue grows, your income should grow. But in reality, that isn't happening. You're not feeling the same in your bank. You're bigger, but still very insecure. So my friends, security doesn't come from revenue. It comes from clarity. It comes from structure. You won't believe that many practice owners, they simply cannot differentiate between the practice income and their personal income because you all have some idea of what your revenue is and about what money is sitting in the bank. But clearly understanding what is the practice profit, what is your salary and dividend split, that is your income, and the amount of money that is being invested. So everything now seems vague because you're seeing just one number and assuming based on that everything else. Because what's happening, and most of the time that I've seen, a practice profit or revenue has gone up by 30%, but you don't see the same 30% increase in your personal income. Your personal income barely moves, and this effect causes frustration. I know that, and I've seen it. This frustration will lead to many other things unintentionally. You start feeling bad. You start questioning your own abilities. You start thinking, am I really a bad businessman? Or can I not run a business? I work so hard, but I can't see the money in the bank. So now you're seeing yourself in a very different light. And this is the danger I want you to avoid. Because of this frustration, you are now challenging your own belief set. Your mindset is changing, and you start questioning your own authority, your own skill set. You might be thinking, I'm a great clinician, but I'm not a great businessman. Maybe others are better equipped, they have better knowledge, they understand business better. That's why they're doing better. None of that is true. You know what? These beliefs are forming not because you're a failure. It's because you haven't built a clarity or a system that can bring clarity to you. You know, all of your other mates who are very successful in your eyes, they're certainly not better than you. They just have better systems and better structures in place. And that is a very simple skill set that you can build too. Once you start understanding some simple concepts, your mind, your way of thinking will completely transform, and it will reflect in your business success. When you understand your true profit percentage, your cost ratios, your personal income that you're going to take home, and your cash position on monthly basis, things will change. You stop guessing and you stop doubting yourself. What if success wasn't measured by revenue alone? What if it was measured by a predictable turnover, a healthy profit margin, strong cash reserves, or maybe the time freedom that you can have? I have seen dentists reducing the number of days in practice and still leading a very good, healthy, successful life. Someone actually told me that they felt better, more successful at 930K turnover comparison to 1.3 million they were doing the year before. Because one day you will need to understand this truth. Because once you've understood your numbers, things do change. It brings calm and clarity and more success to you. If you're a high-performing dentist and still feeling financially uncertain, it doesn't mean that you're behind. It usually means you don't have a full clarity. And clarity changes how you see things. Revenue matters, but structures that matter even more. Once you understand your numbers clearly, you stop guessing. You stop comparing. You stop feeling misunderstood or frustrated. And you start making decisions calmly, thoughtfully. And that is financial leadership, not just in your practice, but in yourself.